Hi, this is Alex Chu. Today I want to tell you how to reduce weight if you are obese. Okay, and the easiest way is to give up bread. Give up bread or flour or noodle. But before I talk about that, I want to tell you my name is Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented physical immortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. For example, I'm already 50, and I still look pretty young. If you are interested, if you want to stay physically young, okay, you got to go to livemuchlonger.com, livemuchlonger.com. I have lots of testimonials on my website from Amazon customers. Most of them give me 4 stars or 5 stars. Anyway, you want to stay physically young, you go to livemuchlonger.com, okay, buy a pair of these rings. The best way to stay, okay, the reason why Americans are getting so fat, okay, it's because of supermarket bread. They add preservative in supermarket bread. If you make homemade bread, okay, homemade bread will develop mold within 2 or 3 days. You can see it. If you don't eat your bread in 2 or 3 days, it starts to get mold, and it's mildew and mold and start to grow on the bread. So supermarket bread, usually they add lots of preservative, so the bread can stay on the shelf for like a whole month. It could stay on the shelf for 2-3 months without any mold. But what happens is, if you eat that, it ruins your skin. A lot of Americans are, especially fat people, they are very allergic to supermarket bread. When they eat that, their skin will start to inflame. So, the skin would blow up, and they become very, very fat, And a lot of Americans are also, they're biologically allergic to flour or corn, That's the reason why a lot of Hispanics from South America, they're so fat, because corn and beans would also cause inflammation of the skin, See, Asians, we don't think that if you're fat because you eat too much, we don't think like that. Asians think differently, Asians, we think that if you're fat, then there's something wrong. You must be allergic to some foods that you ate, See, if you eat good food, you're not going to gain weight. You're not going to get fat. It's because you're eating the wrong foods. You have food allergy. Your skin has food allergy. That's why you're eating the wrong foods and you become fat. So you have to stay away from bread, from corn, from fried foods. Fried foods also cause inflammation in the skin because vegetable oil could also cause inflammation of the skin. So the best way to help you lose weight is to not eat bread. What you do is you eat Japanese rice balls with seaweed. Okay, see, this is Japanese seaweed. This is the stuff that they make sushi, right? They make sushi with this, right? What happened is this is like just half a sheet of seaweed. You can buy a full sheet of seaweed from supermarket, right? And then you basically cut it in half. You cut that thing in half, and it becomes like this. It becomes like that, right? And this is really, I'll show you how to make a seaweed rice ball. Okay, this can help you reduce weight because it helps you stay away from bread. What you do is this. You see, this is a tuna can. You see that? This is a tuna can. What you do is this. After you just get a tuna can, right? You clean it, and then you just keep a tuna can, right? Of course, and then you have to make sure there's no little edges, like sharp edges. You have to sand off all the sharp edges, And what you do is you pour a little water. You pour a little water on this can right here, right? Pour a little water on this can. And here's the rice cooker. You add some rice. I actually learned this from Japan. When I was living in Japan, I saw this in their 7-Eleven, their convenience store, 7-Eleven stores. And A lot of people are buying this. This is so popular. And it's delicious too. See? You just put a whole bunch of rice inside this can, right? And you make a little hole in it. Make a little dent right here. And then you add some, this is tuna, okay? This is, canned tuna. Okay? And then you add a little bit of tuna, right? You put some tuna in the middle of your can. Like that, okay? See, and then maybe add some, this is garlic salt. This is garlic salt, okay? And you add some garlic, maybe a little, like small pinch of garlic salt. Very, very small pinch of garlic salt. You don't want this to be too salty. Very, very small pinch of garlic salt into this. Okay? A little small, very small pinch of garlic salt. And then this is vinegar. This is vinegar. Add some, okay? Pour a little bit of vinegar into your, you see? Okay, so tuna, some garlic salt, some vinegar. And then what you do is this. This is, you see the seaweed right here? Okay, you basically dump your canned tuna, your rice onto the seaweed like that. And then you wrap it. And make a triangle out of it. You see? That's it. You make a triangle. See, that's like a triangle. Then you can eat this. You can eat this all day long. This is good food, very good food. Well, if you don't like the garlic salt, you could always go to Asian food market to buy one of these wakame. This is a wakame chasket. This is a rice seasoning. This is Japanese rice seasoning. Instead of garlic salt, you could add this. See, this is really good food. See, this can keep you away from bread, supermarket bread, because it has no preservative, right? And it has no flour. The most important thing is it has no flour. There is no corn. There is no beans. It's just rice and some tuna and some seaweed. If you stick to this, you're not supposed to gain. You should not gain weight, But anyway, hope you enjoy. I also forgot to tell you how to to keep these seaweed sheets. This is called nori. This is the stuff that you buy, the seaweed thing that you buy from supermarket, right? Sushi, to make sushi, right? You can keep this nori inside an empty, like oatmeal can or something. What I did is I just add like a piece of, some newspaper, and then I wrap it with a paper towel. I just stick it inside. I stick it inside to keep the inside of this can dry. To keep it really, really dry. If the inside is wet, okay, this nori, this sheet, right, they will curl up. And once they curl up, it becomes, I don't know, it just doesn't taste that good anymore. So you can use this to keep the nori sheets. Or you can use a tin box. Sometimes you buy cookies and they come in tin box. You can keep the nori sheets inside the tin box. Add some paper, add some paper towel into it to keep it dry, and then you can preserve it this way, But, okay, that's all I want to say.